true friendship is a plant of slow growth, and must undergo and withstand the shocks of adversity, before it is entitled to the appellation. I hope I shall possess firmness and virtue enough to maintain what I consider the most enviable of all titles, the character of an honest man. My first wish is to see this plague of mankind, war, banished from the earth. If the freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like sheep to the slaughter. We should not look back unless it is to derive useful lessons from past errors, and for the purpose of profiting by dearly bought experience. The alternate domination of one faction over another, sharpened by the spirit of revenge natural to party dissension, which in different ages and countries has perpetrated the most horrid enormities, is itself a frightful despotism. But this leads at length to a more formal and permanent despotism. Let us with caution indulge the supposition that morality can be maintained without religion. Reason and experience both forbid us to expect that national morality can prevail in exclusion of religious principle. Worry is the interest paid by those who borrow trouble. The foolish and wicked practice of profane cursing and swearing is a vice so mean and low that every person of sense and character detests and despises it. The time is near at hand which must determine whether Americans are to be free men or slaves. My observation is that whenever one person is found adequate to the discharge of a duty, it is worse executed by two persons, and scarcely done at all if three or more are employed therein. It will be found an unjust and unwise jealousy to deprive a man of his natural liberty upon the supposition he may abuse it. Mankind, when left to themselves, are unfit for their own government. If we desire to avoid insult, we must be able to repel it. If we desire to secure peace, one of the most powerful instruments of our rising prosperity, it must be known that we are at all times ready for war. Experience teaches us that it is much easier to prevent an enemy from posting themselves than it is to dislodge them after they have got possession. Bad seed is a robbery of the worst kind, for your pocketbook not only suffers by it, but your preparations are lost and a season passes away unimproved. I can only say that there is not a man living who wishes more sincerely than I do, to see a plan adopted for the abolition of it, but there is only one proper and effectual mode by which it can be accomplished, and that is by legislative authority, and this, as far as my suffrage will go, shall never be wanting. It may be laid down as a primary position, and the basis of our system, that every citizen who enjoys the protection of a free government, owes not only a proportion of his property, but even of his personal services to the defense of it. Being no bigot myself to any mode of worship, I am disposed to indulge the professors of Christianity in the Church, that road to heaven which to them shall seem the most direct, plainest, easiest and least liable to exception. The Constitution vests the power of declaring war in Congress, therefore no offensive expedition of importance can be undertaken until after they shall have deliberated upon the subject and authorized such a measure.